Timmins, James Bay.
Mr. Speaker, in the last few months, this Prime Minister has lost the confidence of his former Attorney General and the President of the Treasury Board over the government's unethical conduct and interference in judicial independence. And last week, the case against Admiral Norman fell apart just as we learned that a former Star General, the MP, the Liberal MP for Orleans, was about to testify against his own government. So this is to the Prime Minister, and it's about his credibility. Doesn't he understand that if he can't hold the trust of respected Liberals, how is he going to hold the trust of the Canadian people?
The Minister of Justice.
Mr. Speaker, the case to which the honourable member referred was handled by the Public Prosecution Service of Canada, which is independent from the government, is independent from the Department of Justice. My office, Mr. Speaker, had no role whatsoever in the handling of this prosecution. That includes the decision to lay charges, that includes the decision to stay charges, as well as the prosecution in between.
Honourable member for Timmins, James Bay.
Well, I can see why the Prime Minister doesn't want to answer. He's becoming the political equivalent of Monty Python's Black Knight. I mean, independent. It was the Prime Minister who stated that there would be a court case against Admiral Norman, and look how that ended up. And then last week he was defending his decision to vet judges through a Liberal donor base. And the week before that, he was shrugging off a political leak on a Supreme Court nominee. And the week before that, well, I'm going to give him a pass today on SNC. Simple question to the Prime Minister. When is he going to apologize to Admiral Norman and the taxpayers of Canada? Please.
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary. Mr. Speaker, once again, the Deputy Minister examined the policy in effect with respect to Vice Admiral Norman's legal fees being paid. We agreed with the advice and we will proceed. General Vance will be sitting down and having a discussion with Vice Admiral Norman at an appropriate time to speak about next steps. Once again, Mr. Speaker, no other factors or outside influence happened, whether it be political or any other type of interference. We will always respect our judicial process.